So I'm curious, guys, what happens when fusion is not enough? What is the next level of power, next superpower or sort of training, anything that gives somebody a one-up? I know we've seen VEGETA train on Planet Yardrat to get some hacks abilities, which is something that could be the future of Dragon Ball for other characters as well, but I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comment section below what comes after fusion, because as of right now, fusion is the only great multiplier that brings two characters up to strong enough to defeat a bad guy. Which direction would you like to see Dragon Ball go?
Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you never miss a video. These are today's hashtag EndofVideo Squad winners. If you would like to join them, make sure to watch till the very end of this video. Drop your comment with the hashtag EndofVideo Squad for a chance to be featured in my next video. Today I have a very important video for you guys, and for those of you guys who are Dragon Ball Reset faithfuls, the ones who really enjoy Dragon Ball Reset's story, at least for chapter 1, and are curious to see which direction I'm going to be taking the story in the future. I've made several videos, even what if videos, things like that, that are stories or concepts that I'm definitely going to build on in Dragon Ball Reset. I just never linked the two. This one, I feel like I have to link it. I have to link it to Dragon Ball Reset because it's a major plot point for Dragon Ball Reset's world and the way the world functions. It's a theory of the direction I want Dragon Ball to go eventually, because right now the only great equalizer, the only thing that brings two characters to the power of a potential bad guy that isn't either Mastered Ultra Instinct or what we see Vegeta trying to do on Yardrat, is fusion. It's the longest standing. If we fuse, we are stronger than you. That's something that is just akin to Dragon Ball at this point, and I love fusion. I love seeing fusion characters. I've made several fusion what if videos, but there needs to be something more, something that will up a character such as, say, Krillin or even Yamcha, hell, even Android 18, hint hint. Yeah, something that will elevate their power levels to the power level of, say, Goku, Vegeta. Some sort of new training, some new method. You guys gave me your answers in the beginning of the video. You guys paused it, dropped your comment, and gave me which direction you want to see Dragon Ball go in the future. What do you want to see from it? Do you always want to see just fusions, or do you like to see something more? And I will be looking at those comments because I'm curious to see which direction you want power to go in. But I thought of something very unique once fusion fails. Now, fusion has failed before, but ultimately it is the one thing that really brings two characters in order to defeat one character usually, and it's long standing at this point. We've seen several fusion characters, even in Dragon Ball Heroes. We've seen several fusion characters, and they are brought into play to either bring up the good guy's chances of winning or bring it close to defeating the bad guy. Now, what new situation am I making? What new sense of training am I making for these characters? Which direction would I like Dragon Ball to go? And what am I adding to Dragon Ball Reset? Because if you guys know the story of Dragon Ball Reset, you know that I'm making Android 18. Yeah, she is the same level of strength she was at the end of the Tournament of Power, which is ultimately not that powerful if you really look at the grand scheme of things. How am I going to make her stronger to compete in later chapters? Well, I got the solution for you guys right here, and I got it from Dragon Ball Super Broly. In Dragon Ball Super Broly, we see Goku in God form use his God Ki to immobilize Broly, freezing him, stopping him, trying to calm him down. Goku was influencing Broly with his ki, similar to how Aang from Last Airbender tried to take the fire bending from the Fire Lord at the end of the anime, using his will and his energy to push and influence Fire Lord Ozai's energy. I mean, he almost didn't do it, but he ended up pulling it out on top. I have taken the same concept but used it in a completely brand new and different way, and you've heard it here first because I haven't heard anybody talk about this yet. But I call this brand new training that I would like Dragon Ball to go toward ki binding. Now, ki binding is going to be the same principle as what you saw Goku do to Broly, where he binds him with his ki. But instead of just binding someone, calming them down and stopping them, what the ultimate purpose of this is training. You're training somebody with your own ki. So let me throw a scenario at you, and I'm not going to go into detail on Dragon Ball Reset. I'm not going to spoil Dragon Ball Reset. I'm giving you guys something that's going to be implemented in the world of Reset, and I'll explain it in Reset as well, but it's implemented in there, and that's something that I would like to see from Dragon Ball in general. But I'll give you a scenario, and this scenario is not in Dragon Ball Reset. It's just to explain exactly what I'm talking about. So say you have Vegeta. Vegeta is training and he is getting stronger and stronger, and he is at God levels at this point, right? He is at Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, whatever. And Yamcha comes to Vegeta and asks him to train him, asks him to be his master, and kind of tries to play the pity card with Vegeta, saying that ultimately you took my girl, so I mean, you kind of owe me one. And Vegeta ultimately is like, alright, whatever, I'm gonna train you in this brand new technique, which is called ki binding. So what Vegeta does is Vegeta ki binds Yamcha with his own ki. Now he needs to determine what level of ki he's gonna give Yamcha, because Yamcha's straight up an Earthling, one of the weakest characters in the whole series. So he can't just give him Super Saiyan Blue God levels of ki, right? He's got to give him little by little off the bat. So originally he probably would have to give him his normal base form ki, then maybe Super Saiyan, ki bind him with either of those two. Now once Yamcha is ki binded, his body will be conditioned under that ki. Now if he is given ki that is too strong and powerful, then that ki is going to erode and break down his body. It is extremely dangerous to do this, but it could actually kill him because he cannot control the ki already. So he needs to build up to that level of ki. But slowly but surely, say Yamcha gets up to being able to handle Super Saiyan ki. So he handles Super Saiyan ki. He is basically encompassed in Vegeta's ki. And as time goes on, as he trains under the ki more, doing just martial arts, doing normal ass training, but covered in Vegeta's ki, he begins to adapt and learn from the ki and gets used to it. His body gets stronger, his energy attacks get stronger, and ultimately he could even start absorbing a little bit of that ki for himself. Now, of course, he can't go Super Saiyan, he's not a Saiyan, but he can start using a little bit more of that Saiyan ki on his own, little by little, but ultimately it enhances his own ki and makes him a lot stronger. And ultimately, if you do this process with Yamcha and give him Super Saiyan Blue Evolution ki at some point, this is a process that can condition Yamcha and his body, his strength, his ki, his soul, everything to get up to those Goku and Vegeta levels. Now, this is just an example, but I'm telling you guys exactly which direction I want Dragon Ball to go when it comes to training and what you'll be seeing in Dragon Ball Reset. But ultimately, I've spoken too much. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video and enjoyed ki binding, which is something brand new that I took from Broly, DBS Broly, and applied in a different way to training and getting more powerful, bringing lower level characters to those high level levels. Anyway, if you have made it to this point of the video, then I thank you guys so much. Thank you for bringing yourself to this point, because that helps the channel overall. Make sure you drop your comment with that hashtag EndofVideo Squad, in order to be given a shout out in my next video. Today I'm going to be responding to Patrick Krause. Imagine if the Saiyans defeated Frieza and Goku's parents went after him. That would be changing everything. Actually, I've never seen that scenario before where the Saiyans ultimately defeat Frieza, say maybe by one of them going Super Saiyan or whatever the case might be. Once they kill Frieza, I would imagine that Bardock and Gine would probably both travel to Earth to try to find Goku to get him back and then raise him as their own, because they don't have to give their children up to the Frieza Force, and then Goku would actually be raised on planet Vegeta. That would be a great scenario, great fan manga idea. Thank you so much, Patrick. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.